IONQ, which is a leader in the quantum computing industry, is scheduled to report its next quarterly financial results on November 6th, 2024. So before the company announces those earnings, I wanted to provide an overview of what's going on with IONQ, their latest developments, and what investors can expect from the company in its upcoming earnings release, where it will discuss its results with Wall Street investors. So let's take a look. I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now. All right, so in its latest report, which was the second quarter 2024 results, where the company announced these figures on August 7th, 2024, the CEO, Peter Chapman, discussed the latest developments with IONQ. First of all, saying that they once again exceeded the high end of their revenue target for the quarter, delivering $11.4 million in recognized revenue, which is well above the range of $7.6 million to $9.2 million for the quarter, way above what they forecasted for the quarter. At the midpoint, that was a revenue forecast of, let's say, $8.4 million, and they delivered $11.4 million. Almost 50% higher than the midpoint of what they were forecasting. So it's really encouraging to see a company deliver ahead of what they were forecasting, and it signals that their demand for their services, their products, are going much better than expected, which is a good sign. So in addition to revenue, they also booked $9 million in orders this quarter, and they're very confident about meeting their bookings goal for the year. Bookings turn into revenue, and so it's an indicator of future revenue. So it's good to see the company deliver $9 million in bookings. They almost replaced all of their revenue in the quarter. So they generated $11 million in revenue, and they booked $9 million in new orders. So that will, come in to replace that $11.4 million that they already recognized from existing bookings. So I like that the CEO provides an overview of what's going on with quantum computing and the race here, saying that it's a race between different companies, qubit modalities, and countries to produce a quantum computer that can outperform classical computing. The technical problem that bedevils the industry is noise or fidelity in its qubits. The key to the accuracy of quantum computers is to increase the fidelity of its qubits and their ability to run more computational gates and larger applications. In that regard, the company is excited to announce that IONQ has achieved a 2-qubit native gate fidelity of 99.9%, or 3 nines in barium. So they've done an excellent job hitting these milestones, developing this innovative technology, and it's already generating millions, tens of millions in revenue. And the revenue recognition and the milestones makes it that much more likely that it will hit the next milestone. It's a positive, virtuous cycle. When it hits a milestone or it hits a key category, it generates more orders, it generates more interest, it generates more funding, which can then go into more research and development, which can then develop a new technology or an incremental increase in technology, which will again generate more revenue and more interest, and that way can continue feeding on itself until the company gets to that achievement where it unlocks that massive potential that's dormant in this industry right now. 11.4 million is nothing compared to the potential if they can unlock those commercial applications for quantum computing at scale. So the CEO saying that today's announcement is an important milestone towards even better gate fidelities ahead. And that's the thing. This is not where they hope to be. This is just good evidence to investors that they're hitting their milestones and making progress. That's what you like to see with these kinds of innovative businesses, is for them to continue hitting milestones and making progress. That gives them a lot more runway to continue to the next milestone. And then when they hit that one, it gives them runway to the next milestone. That's the key with these. They don't have to do it all at once. They can do it incrementally, demonstrating progress, and each step unlocks funding for the next level of innovation and research. The CEO goes on to say that they are also thrilled to announce that they have invented a new industry-first partial error correction technique for an important class of quantum gates used with many different applications. This will reduce the errors for Clifford gates within circuits and offers the potential to supercharge the accuracy of near-term quantum computers, bringing them much closer to commercial advantage. And another key here is to develop these technologies with the focus on commercial technology, commercial use cases. And the more they can focus on that, the more the probability of success, because that will unlock funding and specific use cases if they continue making progress and communicate with industry and find, customers that are poised to benefit from this technology and demonstrate to them and say, look what we developed here, and look how you can use that in your business. And before this technology is even available or ready for use, if they can demonstrate a path to that to big customers and get those customers to join in and make a strategic relationship with them and say, all right, we'll give you $50 million today for this technology when it's ready in so-and-so date or so-and-so timeline, and enter into an agreement, of course, with safeguards for both sides in case one side doesn't perform on the contract. But the more they develop this technology, the more information comes out, the more industry participants will view it and say, and try and find ways to adapt it and incorporate it into their business, because enterprise is always looking for the next competitive advantage, and they're monitoring this. And if they notice that it could provide their business with a competitive advantage, they won't hesitate to adopt early. IONQ plans to offer this feature in their Tempo systems. With the combination hardware-software improvements, they believe can extend their achievement of 3 nines production systems in 2025 and bring that to 5 nines in 2025 and 6 nines in 2026 using error correction. And this gives them more confidence about near-term quantum applications and quantum application revenue for IONQ. They've been investigating applications where they can deliver significant value and generate significant revenue. And in their next earnings call, we will discuss the first of these application areas. So this is something that IONQ investors should pay close attention to when the company announces their earnings next, which is in early November. Look at this area and see what they have to say. How much progress did they make here? And where are these applications developing? So that's something to keep a close eye out for. The other thing is that they signed an agreement with ARLIS, the Applied Research Laboratory for Intelligence. They secured a $5.7 million award for the initial phase, and they expect to complete that work by the end of the year. And then they expect that to lead to the next phase of the project with ARLIS. So that's another thing you want to look out for, is the progress on completing that initial phase of the contract, and what's the next phase, and what's the value of the next contract, how much is that, and when do they expect to complete that phase. And interestingly, they're deciding to invest in the manufacturing technology themselves and not try and outsource it. And it's already paying off, enabling them to build multiple production systems all at once while not tying up engineering resources. And here's a big key here, is they've extended the contract with AWS. So now partners of AWS can rent out quantum computing from IONQ through AWS, making their service more available and partnering with Amazon. So really exciting things here from IONQ and their developments in quantum computing. I'm excited to see their next earnings release and the next conference call with Wall Street analysts to see the progress they've made in this innovative technology. Hey everyone, I'm excited to announce that my book is finally available for sale. I've been working on it for more than a year now, so I'm really excited to finally share this with you now. It goes through my framework for evaluating stocks. Some of you often ask why I like this stock or why I like the other stock. And this framework provides you the things that I look at when I'm evaluating stocks. I've added the link in the description below.